So I'm back here in Dubai, here for New Year's Eve, and I usually don't experience Decembers that look like this. But I am in it's called the Address Downtown. That's the name of the hotel. And so if you look around here, that right there is the Burj Kalifa, tallest building in the world. This right here is the edge of the Dubai Mall, largest mall in the world. And then what they have here, this lake, man-made lake, that's just the edge of it. It goes further over that way. They've got fountains that go off every night down there. This right here, this water thingy, pool thing is part of the resort that I'm in. And what's neat is that over here, right there, that building right there is the first building I stayed at when I visited Dubai the very first time about 3-4 years ago or so. So Pink Firefly and I are here for about 10 days for the New Year's holiday. She's never been here. And tonight we're going to see what is supposed to be, a lot of places say this, you never know, what is supposed to be the biggest fireworks show in the world. All this shit lights up with fireworks, including the Burj Khalifa there. Matter of fact, I'll show you in terms of size. Let me see if I can get that. Tallest building in the world. So this whole thing has fireworks that shoot out of the side of it tonight. Right now, see down there, you can walk around. And what I usually do for exercise, in addition to going to the gym, is I walk around that lake. But right now they have it all locked off for security because it's going to be a mob tonight. It's kind of like Times Square here. And because of coronavirus, as I've said before, Dubai is one of the only places in the world that is open to foreign travelers. So a lot of people are going to be here. So to give you a better idea, this is the view from my hotel room. So down there is the water area I was talking about. They kind of duplicate kind of a beach environment down here. All this stuff down here is man-made. And so if you look over here, this is, I don't remember the name of this resort. So this is actually the resort here. And then over here is what they call a souk, S-O-U-K. That is kind of the fancy Arabian shops, like Persian silks and things like that, although I know Persian isn't Arabian. And then that building right there is the Dubai Opera House. That building right there with the bridge is, I just lost the name, I forgot. So you'll notice that most of the buildings here have the word Imar on it. Imar. Every building, just about every damn building in Dubai, big ones, and I'm exaggerating, is owned by either Imar or Damak. Those are the two property management companies that own most of these places down here. And actually to get down there tonight, this is all locked off as of right now. The whole time we've been here, this has all been open. We were down there several times. To get down there now, you need to actually register on the Imar app to get permission to go down there to show that you're actually staying at a hotel in this area. Otherwise, you have to pay for it. Otherwise, you can't get in. So we have kind of an agenda for our trip here today because it's New Year's Eve. We're just going to hang out at the mall because the traffic is so bad today. It's going to fucking suck. Matter of fact, who's this right here? Who's that? Who are you? This is some chick I picked up at a bar the other day.
Yeah.
You want some glasses?
If I have to.
That's Pink Firefly, those you don't know. Say hi.
No.
She was worried that her skirt was too high, and I said, no, it's not. It's fine.
Too short.
What's too short? No, it's not. There's no such thing as too short.
You said too high. It's too short.
Oh, thank you. All right, I gotta get the terminology correct. Pink Firefly likes it that we have loud music blaring outside the hotel room all night.
Yeah, it's like we're in Vegas.
I know. How do you like Dubai so far? It's been 3 days or 4 days? How long have we been here? You
I
can't.
don't know.
You can't really count the first day though.
I don't really know if I like it yet or not.
You're still deciding.
Figuring it out.
We have a lot of places to go see. We're here another week.
We've only been outside the hotel like one day.
I know.
And it was not a good day, so I can't.
Why
really
not? What
say.
happened?
Just didn't have a good
Tell the
day.
folks at home what happened yesterday.
No, I'm good.
Pink Firefly had a somewhat negative experience yesterday, and she's still pissed off about it. You can probably hear the music. There's the fountains right there. They go off every hour and a half, or every half hour. Although I think today they're doing it because of New Year's. What's interesting about Dubai, and most people who don't know international commerce don't know this, but Dubai is actually in the middle of a horrible recession right now. So there's actually some good buying deals here. So in 2015, they had a real estate collapse. And then oil went to, negative $40 or whatever. So that hurt Dubai. And then they were planning on having a 2020 Expo, which is a giant expo for the entire city for the entire year of 2020. And so they overbuilt a bunch of apartments for this. And then coronavirus hit. So they had to cancel this entire thing. So now Dubai economically is in actually big trouble. Not that I care. I'm location dependent, so it doesn't matter. But it's interesting that Dubai is having all these problems, despite the fact that when you come visit here, you wouldn't be able to tell. It's kind of nice. That's the fountain down there going on for right now. You can hear the music from here. The only other place I know of is Hong Kong that does things like this. And tonight, I'll show you in this video, this whole building, this Burj Khalifa, lights up. The entire building is a screen, very similar to places like Shanghai, Hong Kong, places like that. So more in a minute. So when your wife is very beautiful, but also kind of a dumb shit, she tends to knock over boots in stores and fuck shit up. This is the Dubai Mall anyway. This is one corner of it. We're about to go to the ice rink next. There's an aquarium down there that's bigger than anything they have at the Atlantis. So it's about 6:50 p.m. New Year's Eve in Dubai. This is the view from our hotel patio. And as you can see, they're getting stuff ready down there, but no one's really down there yet. It's kind of crazy. You have to actually buy tickets to sit down on any of these open area balconies that are normally open to the public, but for New Year's Eve, because they don't want mobs of people, you got to buy tickets down there. And I expect this to be very, very full in the next few hours. I don't think they've opened it up yet because we're not seeing a lot of people down there yet. I'll pan around so you can see the rest of it. So these buildings out here, these 6 buildings are under construction, that's why they're dark. Part of Dubai's overbuilding, as usual. But we'll start this up again in a few hours when there's more activity. This right here, the Burj Khalifa, this whole building will light up. I'll show you that in the video too when the New Year's festivities actually begin. Wow. Burj Khalifa, tallest building in the world. The entire building is a goddamn computer screen. I don't get the red ball. Does that mean Japan? What does that mean? No idea. There we go. So these are the fireworks on the screen on on the building. The real fireworks shoot out of the side. Oh, I get it. It's doing like every country. Okay, I get what it's doing now. Before I didn't know what it meant. So it's going to do every flag of every country, I guess. So it is now about 7:30, and we've got about 3 different songs playing down there. One next to the fountain. One is that restaurant down there, and then another song is playing from this restaurant down here. And I expect to get a lot crazier as the night goes on. fireworks all over the place, but instead it was just localized to the Burj Khalifa. You can see all the smoke. That is from all the fireworks that came off of that building. And the video doesn't do it justice. There's like a lot of fucking smoke. Fortunately, it's winter time, so the wind will blow this all away. That's crazy. And this is 10:15 the next morning, and as you can see, everything is cleaned up. There isn't one speck of trash anywhere. Any other country, this would be a trash heap right now. But because it's Dubai, it's all clean. It's one of the housewives of Beverly Hills. So right now we are on the edge of the Palm Jumeirah. That is one of the many islands they built out into the water. That's the Atlantis, Dubai. We're here at the beach. So I've officially been to both Atlantises now because I was at the Atlantis, Bahamas many years ago for my son's 21st birthday. Across the way there you've got that funky ass thing way over there those are actual condos you can buy. It's an Atlantis project, but it's where you could live there. Looks like a giant Lego set. At least that's what Pink Firefly said. And then those buildings off in the distance, that is the Dubai Marina, which is the second downtown area. And then the island is situated where you have resorts. Those are the resorts. The resorts on the outside of the island. Then coming off the little stems of the island, you have homes. And then the root of the tree, it's built like a palm tree, you have apartments and a mall and some other stuff like that. And Pink Firefly is not getting cold, right? You're not getting cold?
No.
Good. So as I have mentioned before, there is no taxes in Dubai, not really. There is a 5% VAT tax. There is no income tax. There is no corporate tax. There is no property tax if you buy your own home. There is a small property tax if you buy commercial property. That's about it. So it's pretty nice. One of my favorite places because it's not like, oh, less taxes, it's no taxes.
Ooh. Where did you drop your phone? Oh my gosh.
We're on a boat. So right over there is the Dubai Opera House. And Pink Firefly is very scared because we're in water, even though it's about 4 feet deep. It's great. They just had fountains here earlier. You missed that part though. There's Burj Khalifa again. There are several buildings in Dubai called the Address, and so we're actually staying at that building there, that tall one there with the spike on the top. That's where it's at. It's called the Address downtown. Then if you look over here, that building, that double building where it's two buildings linked together by a bridge at the top, that is called the Address Skyview. There's like 4 other addresses. There's Address Fountain View, Address Residence, blah, 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 blah. A lot of addresses. So when you're there and people say, well, where are you? You say, I'm at the address. And they say, yeah, what's your address? You say, I'm at the address. And they say, yeah, I know, what's your address? So do not name your building's address. It's probably not a good idea.